It is the first Tuesday of the month, and you guys know what that means. That means that we're going to get back into our series on RPG Elite Philosophy for Life. Now, if this is your first time coming to the channel and you're not familiar with the whole RPG Elite philosophy, I've done a complete series on that. I'm going to have that in the description below, the whole playlist, which is a lot of videos. I'm just warning you ahead of time. Or you can go ahead and click on that playlist at the end of this video. But we have taken those very same principles and now we're going deeper with them and applying them not just to tabletop RPGs, but applying them to life, because all of them have a life foundation to them. And we are on RPG Elite quality number 5. And that is RPG Elites don't play with any and everybody. And that right there, when it comes to life, is we don't allow any and everybody to come into our lives. And that is what we've been focusing on in this 3-part series. Now, today is the 3rd part. And in the previous video, I talked about how you should develop how to be analytical, how to be discriminating, and how to be discerning. In this video, we're going to take those things that you have developed, or I'm assuming that you have developed, and we are going to put them to work to identify people that, number one, you should either have very limited contact with, or they should have limited access to you, or better yet, get rid of them altogether. Excise these people from your life, if at all possible. That is the better of the two once you see the category of people I'm talking about. So we're gonna get right into this today. And of course, anytime I do one of these commentary videos, there's always gonna be haters. That's just the way that it is. It comes with the territory, and I don't care. And I'm gonna tell you why that's the reason here after we just get this started and roll them. Now, as I said, anytime that you put yourself in any kind of public space like YouTube or anything like that, you're gonna have haters. Just the way that it is. You are going to have haters. It comes with the territory. I'm living rent-free in their heads. For them to come on my, and they check my channel like religiously, like there's at least one person. Every time I think about this, it just makes me laugh, but there's at least one person who makes it a point that when they see my videos, that they just downvote them. I don't even think they watch them. I think they just downvote them. They just cannot stand me that much. I think it's hilarious. I'm sorry. You might not think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. Stop it! I don't know who that person is. I don't care to know who those people are, but this is just what happens when you get in this kind of space. I like what Gilda Gibbons said. This is something that if you don't have it, you should develop it. But check it out. She says this: as long as you are worried about what others think of you, you are still owned by them. I don't care what others think of me, especially if they're just hating on me and not really bringing anything constructive to a conversation. Why would I care? What in the world would make you think that a no-name individual who is less than zero in terms of importance in my life can get on YouTube, make a comment, and make me care? Go ahead, do your thing. I'm going to continue to produce things. You can continue to waste your time saying whatever it is that you want to say. And you are probably, those people are probably one of these 4 categories of people that we're going to discuss in this video today. I guarantee you, if they're not one of these 4, they're an amalgam of them. And I'm not talking about people who actually are just bringing a different perspective, constructive criticism, not even constructive criticism, just from, well, I don't agree with you because of this, that, and the third. I ain't talking about those people. I'm talking about people who have issues, and we're going to lay them out. So let's lay them out right now, starting with number 1. First category of people: gossipers and backstabbers. These are people that go around and get into other people's lives because they don't have one of their own, so they're always in somebody else's. And they're slandering people behind their back, character assassination, mischaracterization, all of the time. Really, at the end of the day, these people are nothing but cowards. Because when they get into somebody's face, then what they'll do is flatter them, right? And so they'll smile in your face. It's an old OJ song just came to my mind. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place, the backstabbers. That's who they are. Really, they want to be you, but since they can't be you, and since they don't have it within themselves, they'll smile in your face and anything. But then, as soon as your back is turned. Now, this quote is attributed to Socrates, and he probably did say it because it sounds like something he would say. But Socrates said this. He said, "Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events, and weak minds discuss people." You need to be watching these people, because these people can be very subtle, right? They can act like they're your friend all the time, but watch how they treat or talk about other people when those people are not there. And then watch how they act when they are there. If they're doing that to them, they're doing it to you. And you cannot trust them as far as you can throw them. So just ixnay those cats from your sphere of influence. Next are the users, the opportunists. These are people that only come around, or you only see them around when they want something. I like what Troy Gathers says about these opportunists. An opportunist is not your friend. Once the opportunity is no longer there, or someone comes along that may take them further, there goes the bond. Yeah, you thought they were your friends. Then all of a sudden, where are they now? Nowhere. That's what opportunists do. They're users. And so just don't give them that opportunity to do that. Again, the best thing to do with these categories of people is to get rid of them. And I'm talking about even if they're your family. Say what? Until they know how to act, get rid of them. Excise these people. If that's not possible, if that's impossible, then limit their access to your life in extreme so that they have little to no influence. Next, you have the naysayers, the unproductive, those who don't want you to get ahead because they can't or won't do what you're trying to attempt to do. So what they do is they just drag you back and keep you from going forward and progressing in your dreams and things like that. Naysayers are like that because they themselves are just envious and jealous. At the end of the day, they're just full of envy and they don't want you to win. So they want to hold you back because they didn't have the courage to do what you are doing. Listen to this quote. Love this quote right here. It says, "Don't let someone who has done nothing tell you how to do anything." This is what shocks me about people. These people ain't accomplished jack, and yet what? You're gonna listen to them, what they say about you? Naysay you and poo-poo on your dreams when they ain't done Nathan? Please. Bye, Felicia. Listen what Cynthia Kelly says. This is dope. This is dope. Listen to what she says. "When people undermine your dreams, predict your doom, or criticize you, remember, they're telling their story, not yours." See, that's really what's going on. Again, envy. And since you are doing something, you're reaching, you're trying, you hustling, you're trying to better yourself. And then what happens is they try to pull you back. Oh, no, you can't. And really what they're saying is they're not saying you can't, they're saying I can't or I won't. And I want you to stay right here with me because it makes me feel better. Misery loves company, and that's naysayers. Don't fall for it. Get rid of them. Now this last one, popular today. Popular today. The whiners and complainers. Those with a victim mentality. The self-entitled. I think that everybody needs to listen to them just because they are. So this is what they do. They cry, whine, moan, and complain about everything, but they never take responsibility for it They just blame somebody else, or they blame something else. It is the system. It is my mama. It is my daddy. It is the white man. It is somebody else. It is my ex-girlfriend. It's all men. It's whatever. Never them. Never them. I like it how some women, you know, and men too, men are like this too, you know, they don't like women, and so they get mad at women, and they don't like men, so they get mad at all men, and they call men all kinds of names, or women, or whatever. And then, you know, but I find it odd that these relationships that you just keep getting in, it's you that's choosing them. Don't you think that there's something wrong with how you are choosing people? And that's something never, ever, didn't even cross their minds. And yet they still keep going through this drama, this nonsense. They're just the victim. It's just that, oh, and so they go to a therapist, and then they come back and they start virtue signaling that they're going to see a therapist, and they wear that on their chest like some badge of honor or something. It's silliness, but this is so prevalent today. So prevalent. Listen to what Richard Paul Evans says. Great quote right here. Everyone has problems. It's how you choose to deal with them. Hey, some people choose to be whiners, some choose to be winners, and some choose to be victims, and some choose to be victors. And I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm blessed. Shoot, I'm so blessed it should be illegal. Oh, for real, McGilla. I'm not even lying. I say that to everybody, right? But I am. I'm so blessed it should be illegal. I'm grateful. And one thing that people with a victim mentality are not is grateful. The most ungrateful, narcissistic people on the planet. Got another quote for you. I don't know who said it, but it was just a dope quote, and it's just relevant to what we're talking about, so check this out. Narcissists always see themselves as victims, no matter how horribly they've treated someone else. Now check out this next part. To them, the problem is not their lying or their cheating, stealing, and abuse. The problem is that you started to notice those things. Oh yeah, you started to notice those things about them, and now you're the problem. You're the issue. You're the one causing them mental trauma. You're the one that's doing that. But that's what the whole victim mentality does. Whiners and complainers. These people are the most problematic in my eyes. Just don't deal with them. Get them out of your lives. They will suck you dry. They're nothing but leeches to your soul. Run hard and run fast. Now, when looking at the original videos, when we're just talking about people around the table at a tabletop RPG, those people who might fall into a category of people that you won't have around the table may not necessarily fall into these categories of people that you shouldn't have in your life. You know, like the uninterested, they might not be like that. They just might not be interested, and so you just don't have them at the table. That's all. It's that simple. It's not a big deal. There may be, though, some people who do fall into that category. And then those people you just don't have anything to do with at all. Who needs the drama? You know, there's people, I mean, all this mental trauma and drama and all the rest of this stuff happening in people's lives. You want to know something? Here's an idea, just coming off at the top of the mind. What if you got rid of these people who are sucking you dry and sucking your soul dry in your life? Do you think that whatever mental trauma or problems that you have in your life might exponentially decrease? Think about it for a second. Yeah. There's half of the problem. The other half is your mindset. And that's an entirely different video. Your mindset and changing your mindset and changes the way that you look at life, changing your whole worldview. That's an entirely different series. Maybe even on another channel. But these categories of people, if at all possible, just don't have them in your life. And do not be afraid to tell them why. Because they might ask questions. Hey, I haven't seen you around or anything. Yeah, you know what? I thought it was a good idea to limit our contact with one another. And when they ask why, you should tell them. That's the only way that they're going to know that they are a problem. It's very disingenuous for you to just disconnect from people. And this is normally because people don't like confrontation, little cowardly moves like that. Tell them why. Be a person of integrity. Be a person with some kind of inner fortitude. Tell them. How else will they know? How else will you guys get to at least to a place to where, okay, this is where we're at right now. And if you guys want to go further, you know where the jump off point is. I'm just saying, just keep it 100 and above board and just straight talk, y'all. Be an adult. Do what's necessary. You'll be surprised what happens as a result of that. Hey, if you got any value out of this video, and I hope that you did, I hope you got some true value out of this video today. And if you did, could you do me a solid and a wicked scratch, crush the like button. Also, if you want to stick around, I come out with videos every Tuesday and Friday, God willing. And if you want to stick around here on YouTube, then go ahead, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Join the Elite Squad. Hit that link down below to join the Elite Squad if you want to join our private community. It is dope, it is chill, and I always got a little something for somebody every single month. Let's get to the question of the vid. So I gave you 4 categories of people that you need to get rid of. I'm not going to stress, I can't stress that enough. Just get rid of them. And as a result, I'm telling you right now, I don't have drama in my life. I don't. I get rid of that stuff immediately. I'm not messing around. People are not going to mess with my peace. You are not that important. No one is. If I would tell you the people that I've done it to, you'd be like, dang, this dude is just cold-blooded. No, I'm not cold-blooded. I'm just not going to, I don't care who it is. You are not going to mess with my peace. You're not. You're not that important. No one is. So out of those 4, after going on that little tirade, out of those 4 categories, which ones do you think is the most difficult to deal with? Or which ones have you had the most difficult time with? Either or. And maybe you didn't have any personal experience, or maybe you've just observed this with other people dealing with these people. And so which one do you think is the most difficult? In either case, go ahead, let me know down in the comments. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's get some engagement going. I know my haters are here, so I know they're either going to say something or give me a downvote. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I try to get through without laughing, but I just think that it's funny. But anyway, so go ahead, comments down below, y'all. Thank you for watching the video, for those of you who have gotten this far. And that means, folks, it's time for me to do my go push.
So exit, stage left.
If you have a game this week, then happy gaming, y'all. I pray it is an RPG Elite session. And until next time, God willing, your boys gots to go. Like I say, peace. 5,000 elites. Your boy is out.